Aspire to Inspire. It's your mama's favorite podcast. I'm not still sick a week later. It's the same day, guys.
Pre-recording, baby. And every single time that we talk about it, I got to say it, I fucking hate it because I like when Dylan comes over and we get to bullshit. And there are times that I wish I could just put you in a freaking genie bottle and be like, come, let's record right now. Easy. Pause.
We're real early in this
No
episode.
Diddy. Because there are some times that I'm doing stuff and the thoughts are just going and I'm like, God damn, it would be so nice to be able to podcast right now.
So nice if you could come right now.
This is the energy that we need, even if you are sick.
Yeah. Sometimes that helps. But no, I will agree. There's a lot of times where like I want a podcast. I'm like, fuck, we gotta wait 4 more days.
Yeah.
And then that energy's gone. Like you can't harness it organically.
You can't. It's kind of like what we talk about when ideas come to us at night to make sure you jot them down. And so I try to, and then articulate them in a newsletter or something like that. Which real quick, if you're not signed up, we have a newsletter that drops every single week. Dylan and I rotate on who writes the newsletter every week.
Speaking of, today's me, right?
Yep.
All right. I have it. I just have it scheduled yet. I'm like, I just want to double check this is me.
Yep. But give those, we'll link it down below. Give those a follow. There's 4 preset emails that you'll get in the beginning. But you'll also get the new ones as they come out. And they're all around just stuff that we talk about, stuff that we focus on, things that we're passionate about in that moment, just to get ideas, thoughts off of our mind. But we really enjoy the newsletter and, want to see traction grow on that as well, because I think it is powerful and a huge staple of just the DTI mission, value, and the things that we like to talk about and preach. So give it a follow.
What were we talking about before that?
We were talking about...
I'm like, how the hell did we just get on the newsletter? We never promote the newsletter.
Yeah, we were talking about...
Oh, your nighttime ideas.
Yep.
Making me come.
Yep. Pause. But yeah, so I wish I could have you be a genie in a bottle so that way you could come and record with me. And then we got onto yep. All right, so now we're on the same page. That's good.
Sure are.
You're still thinking about coming.
Not sure I want to be on that page, but
but yeah, so it's weird too. Do you find, and I've asked you this before, like to get in a creative space when you're like writing your book and stuff, which I want to touch on just to get a little status update on that. But I asked you before, do you have to do something to get in that creative space or place to be able to let that mind wander? When it comes to things like the newsletter, when it comes to things that you want to like talk about or things that like just start brewing in your head of ideas, do you notice that it happens when you're doing certain things, or is it just randomly throughout the days?
The newsletter is random. Mm-hmm. I found that I can't force myself to write that kind of material. I can't just sit down and make myself write that. Like it has to be something that I'm feeling in that moment.
Yep.
So that's why, like, I like to just bank them, because if I don't have any, I struggle like day or two before, like, what the fuck am I going to talk about?
Yeah.
But for my book, I like it to just be natural. I like to just be able to, it comes and then I want to write. But I can sit down and actually make myself write that. Mm-hmm. It might not make the final cut, but I can at least put ideas down and realize, okay, I either need to fix this up, change it completely, or just trash it. But I feel like there's still a benefit from just getting in that space and being in that story.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like I tell you all the time, when I'm on walks, when I'm out like mowing the grass, those are things like therapeutic to me. When I'm in the gym, those are all of the things that I look at as like therapy. Like that's what just lets me be with me and my brain just wander and like kind of separate myself from reality. And so especially when I'm like mowing the lawn and stuff like that, it just is like crazy, the things that are flowing. Yeah. Or even if I'm like out washing my car, like just doing those little things where it's me and a certain task that I enjoy doing, where those creative juices just freaking flow.
But it's like those tasks is also like mowing the grass. It's hard to stop and write down your ideas.
Yes.
It's like, well, now I got to completely shut the mower down.
Yeah.
And sit here and write in my yard and look like a weirdo.
Yep. Yeah. So there's times that I don't get to capture the things that I want to. There's some times where like those ideas and thoughts slip away and we can't talk about those on a podcast. But as I always try and do, I really diligently try and make it a priority to stop and write those things down, to jot those things down, because somebody's got to hear them. Like, they're real good. And even if it's myself. So there's times that I write certain newsletters and it's strictly because I need to hear certain things. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, this is me telling myself this, and I hope that somebody else can pick up on it.
I feel like the newsletter specifically, most of it's that way. See, I'm talking to myself now. I'm talking to like who I used to be. Mm. And I feel like that's a lot of our coaching style, though, is that we're basically doing things for our former selves.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you know. It's your own experience. So you can really only speak to what you know.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah, it'd be cool to be able to like take those and do something more with them. Like, what does that look like? Like, how can we utilize those? Yeah. So that way it's just not like a one and done thing and they kind of like disappear.
Thing is really a blog.
True. Posting that. Which
we talked about on the website.
I was going to say, we got some things cooking for later in the year or next year, where I think all of that will like hone in, because I believe it would be awesome to have pictures that correlate with the newsletter and to actually kind of dive into those a little bit deeper. As well as like, I wonder if it would be cool to have like an audio version of those. Who knows? Like little snippets we put on. But again, it's keeping that creativeness open so that way we can utilize those, because those things hit, man. I would say that that's where we get, at least me personally, that's where I hear a lot of people be like, hey, just want to let you know I love the newsletter today, or hey, just want to say that this newsletter made me do X. And so it's really cool to hear that feedback. And I feel like out of all of the things that we do in this realm, the newsletter gets a lot of traction, like positive traction of what people take away from it.
That'd be an easy one for not even a podcast, but it goes on the podcast channel. It's just short, because you just literally be reading your own newsletter.
Yep. Maybe we'll do that.
It would be interesting to see once we read it out loud. Do we still like it, or do we have to go back and tweak some things?
True.
That doesn't sound right.
Have you noticed that the grammar and punctuation in mine has gotten better?
Yeah, who's doing it?
I bought Grammarly. because like, I feel as if I can articulate things and I have really good thoughts that I put down on paper and people resonate with, but you read it and you're like, who the fuck? Nobody proofread this thing. And like, I didn't want to have to keep asking you. Like, I hadn't asked you for a while.
No, you had it.
I knew that I was releasing them and there was grammatical errors. There were spelling errors.
They weren't as bad.
Yeah. But so I had the free version of Grammarly. That's why I stopped asking you. And then they had this like crazy deal where it was like 75% off for a year. And I'm like, well, fuck it. Let me just get it.
Yeah.
So I write everything on my computer, which I need to tie it to my computer as well, but it's on my phone. And so then I put all of them in notes, and then I'll go back and it'll like give me the suggestions and things.
Does it just suggest like things to fix grammatically?
Spelling, grammatical, and then it'll be like, this sentence is phrased this way. You could rewrite it this way.
Okay.
And so if you want to rewrite it, you can do that as well.
I don't know what the program is called, but another guy that Jack Moses, he's been on here.
Mm-hmm.
He's like big on his newsletters, and whatever program he uses, like, will tell him like a percentage of people that subscribe to his newsletter that they thinks that it'll work with. And like, they'll give him like a grade on his newsletter.
Oh, wow.
Of like, does this fit like what you're saying? Is this too lengthy? Could these be shorter sentences? Like, does this not make sense?
I wonder what that platform is.
I don't know. I can ask him.
Yeah, definitely ask.
It's like super AI, obviously.
Yep.
But it just like gives you all these insights into kind of your audience and how they read.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's kind of like the Opus Clips.
Mm-hmm.
It'll like grade those and rate them A, B, C on if they think they'll go like viral or not. Which, dude, went on TikTok channel the other day.
Speaking of TikTok, dude, you're on there?
Yeah.
I just saw him yesterday.
Yep. Let me touch on this one thing and we'll get into that, baby. I went on our TikTok channel and there was like 19 new followers. The next day, 5. Bro, traction is going up. We're almost at over 400 followers, and we're going to look back and people are going to laugh. Oh, 400. I'm fucking happy and proud of that, bro, because again, consistently, day over day, week over week, month over month, we see the numbers go up and down. It has been the last 6 months, more.
Yeah.
This has been, I think it'll be our biggest growth month yet.
June?
No, July. I haven't put July's numbers in. So I got to go into the sheet.
July now.
Or June's numbers, sorry. I got to put those in and see what the numbers are, because I think that day that it was 19 new followers was in June, but I got to check to make sure. It's exciting to see that, but your boy is. DTI Fred is active on TikTok.
I saw you on there, but I'm like, this isn't a clip. And I'm like, oh, shit, this isn't our channel.
Uh-huh. So, again, I've been cooking in the background, trying to put effort into something that I hopefully will, like, stick with and have, like, that passion. Because as I was just talking to you on this podcast about my therapy, mowing the lawn, going for walks, working out, it's almost like those are sacred to me. And so when I have a video or a camera up in the gym and I then edit it, dude, I have probably 6 workout videos that I've done recently in our home gym that I just can't get myself to post. And I feel like it's because I take that time and I value that time so much that I spend in there that I almost like don't want to like put it out there. Does that make sense? Or is it weird?
I don't think it's weird, but it also doesn't make sense to me. Because you have the camera up already anyway. It's not like it altered your workout that day. It was just there. So you have the content.
Maybe it's just me being self-conscious.
More than likely.
Yeah. So I was filming those in the gym because I was like, all right, I can start putting this out. This is something I love. This is something I do all the time, so I can always get content around it. And then I'll edit it, which I should probably show you because they're pretty funny. I don't know why. Every time the camera's up in the gym, between sets, I'm like dancing and shit like that.
You don't do that every day? It's only the camera?
No, I dance all the time in the gym.
Yeah.
And so like it captures it on there, and it's fucking hilarious.
You should probably put those out.
Maybe.
Just put you dancing around.
I mean, yours did really well back in the day.
Mike Donatelli does it.
He does.
He dances all the time on his channel.
I'm excited to see that man and feel his energy in Colorado when we're there.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got 2 topics. So DTI Fred, and then we're going to touch on Colorado and the Do Hard Things conference. But I have been waiting to show you this picture because, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, I am picking up a new hobby. I can't tell you the amount of times that my boys here have asked me to go to the trail with them and run, but ever since the half marathon was over, I have probably collectively ran.
So this means 100% you're not running the marathon, Justin.
I don't know. I've probably ran under 30 miles, and it's been, what, a year? Almost? 8 months?
No, November was the race.
Oh, November? Okay, so it's probably less than that. Maybe 20.
7, 8 months, yeah.
Yeah. So, again, I hate running, but I know that I need to elevate my heart rate
and
more.
4 of them were with us.
Yes.
At the race.
I know I need to elevate my heart rate more. I need to do cardio-esque workouts. And luckily, this first form program that I'm on is still having me run every single week, but I just don't like it. I went out the other day. I don't know if you saw Dylan, but I ran like 2.5 miles. I was very proud. But
I did not see.
It's not one of those things that I can just send a picture and be like, hey, I ran. Like, no, you got to keep running if you want to send pictures.
Post your watch.
I should have.
That's how we do.
I should have. But my new hobby is going to be cycling. And so to hold me to it and to kind of document this journey, I posted my first TikTok on my DTI Fred page, which is outside of our DTI podcast TikTok, to create a lane and avenue kind of like you're doing. I guess I've gotten a lot of like motivation from you, and I've just wanted to figure out how I can capture something online to, again, go towards that overall goal of DTI while still having our things that we do, whether it's mental, physical, or whatever. Yeah. And so I'm going to be a cyclist, and I get to pick up my I get to pick up my new baby on Sunday. So I wanted to wait. I sent the picture to like Tone and Matt and everybody already.
Fuck, dude.
I wanted to wait to show you on here, and then we'll pop up a picture. I'll send this to you so you can put it in here. But that's her.
Hell yeah.
I got a 2023 Trek Damani.
It's already got aero bars on it, dude.
Yep. Jen, man, there's so much to learn about this space.
Yeah.
We're just gonna say a 2023 Trek Damani, and it's like a.
Could have even told you the name of my track when I had it.
It's like a Gen 4 something.
Mine was also
6.
like a 2017.
So this was nowhere near the caliber of a bike I thought I was going to get.
Higher or lower?
way higher.
Okay.
I thought I was going to get like a 2015 to a 2018. So over the course of the last 2 weeks, when I like really got this drive, like this is what I'm going to do, I cannot tell you how many bikes I looked at, how many bikes I then looked at again and again and again and again. And then I finally went and got fitted for a bike, and they let me know like, this is what, blah, 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 test drive this. And so I narrowed it down. Like, I want a Trek. I've always liked the brand Trek. That's
what I had too.
Yeah. Like, your bike was dope. I had that one that I found in the trash and ended up like bringing back to life until I got fucking stolen. So I narrowed it down, and I posted my first TikTok, saying that I wanted to get in cycling, seeing if the North Carolina cycling community, blah, blah, blah.
There has to be one.
There has to
be.
As
many bikes as I see out, there has to be one.
Yeah. There definitely does, but like I've noticed that a lot of the social media that I've come across, because I started following people in this space, is in like London and Spain, and so I haven't found. And again, it's probably because I just got to get integrated.
Your feed to be flooded with bikes.
It's getting there already, but I haven't found like a lot of people in the States that have like that post about it. So again, I just got to get integrated with that culture more.
Yeah. You can do like races.
I don't know yet.
I'm going to casually ride a Trek around.
I'm going to casually, which I should do races for the bike that I got. And I probably will at some point. But right now, I just want to kind of see where it takes me. Very excited about it. So I got my bike. I'll pick that up on Sunday.
I was really hoping that you were going to tell me you were going to do a 70.3 with Chad.
I mean, there's enough time to do that one with him.
I know.
So again, I hope that this fuels that drive to like find that thing to chase, whatever kind of race it is. But I think this will be the gateway of me kind of dabbling my feet in spaces I never thought I would. So we'll see. I'm going to take it slow for right now and just get used to the bike.
You gotta get shoes and everything, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I told Tone yesterday, I think I might have picked the most expensive hobby to get into.
Who are you telling?
So
an expensive hobby too. At least once you have a bike and shoes, you have it for years.
Yeah.
I go through shoes every fucking month now.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's depressing.
That sucks. The bike, it's like crazy how much technology's in them, and I'm going to start nerding out about this stuff because I know far more about bikes than I ever thought was even. I thought you went to Walmart, grabbed one off of the rack, and you were good to go.
And you can.
But like my gears are electric shift, so they actually have like components to them that like make it seamless, and like you don't even feel the bike shifting, you don't hear it shifting. There's like so much technology in this bike.
You have it already?
The bike? No, I pick it up Sunday. So I got to go to Lake Norman to get a meeting somebody. Yeah, it's like 2.5, 3 hours away, so he's meeting me at Lake Norman.
Oh shit!
But
he's coming a long way to meet you.
I know, and it's like practically brand new.
Damn.
The dude's rode less than 100 miles on it, 150 miles on it, he said. He put new tires on it that are better. He has the cup holders or the bottle holders, 1 and 2, which were $70 a piece. He has a mount for the Garmin computer. You gotta
race, dude.
I know. I have the bike for it. Carbon fiber. It's so clean. I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited. So I got that. I got a stand to put it on in the garage. And the helmet that I want.
Like a stand to store it or like a trainer?
Stand to store it. It's really cool. The helmet I want is a bit expensive, but I'm like, dude, this bike is going to go fast. I'm not used to fucking riding, and I really don't want to hurt my head if I do fall. Yeah. And so I am going to get a good helmet, but the one that I want is on back order for like 4 to 6 weeks. So I think I'm still going to order it and then just buy a cheap one until then. And then once I get the bike, I'm going to go to a bike store, and then that's where I'm going to get my shoes and get fitted for those because I know that they run a little bit different. And yeah, after that, I'm going to slow down because this is an expensive fucking hobby, but I'm extremely excited to get into it.
You're doing a lot more research than I did. I didn't even get fitted before I bought my bike. I asked the guy I bought it off. I said, how tall are you? Sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah. And it's crazy too, because like all the different bikes have different specs and measurements and stuff like that, different brands.
Yep.
So there was a few different brands I was looking into, but then I was like, it could have just branched out to so many different things. I was like, just keep it simple. You know you like Trek. You know you want Trek. Now find a Trek bike that you want. And so that's what I limited my search to. Went to that store to get fitted and saw some bikes there.
Brand new is crazy, though.
18,000.
Dude.
15,000. I'm like, what the fuck?
World-class fucking Ironman.
Yeah. World-class. And so I walked in and I told the lady, and you would be proud of me, doing something uncomfortable. I took my fucking phone stand so I could take videos and stuff. Wow. She was taking videos of me test driving the bikes. And that was very uncomfortable for me to like do that. So like that was a huge step. What did you say to her?
I would have never done that, for the record.
Went in and she was like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
"Will you record me?"
I was like, "I just want to let you know, I know nothing about this space. I know that I want to get a road bike. I know that I want to get into it." And so she's talking and she was like, "I'm not going to lie to you. I'm also like new to this store, getting familiar, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Perfect." I was like, "If you don't know it, that's fine. We can figure it out." But she was great. Told me about the different models, different things. And by the end of it, when I was like testing, she's like, "You want me to take some videos of you?" I was like, "You'll do that?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." And so she's out there recording me as I'm fucking riding this bike up and down.
Were you just riding like in the parking lot?
Yeah. Yep. And so to tie it back to the DTI Fred page, created it that I wanted to get into cycling, asked people what their favorite Trek cycling bike was. Now I'm going to post hopefully a teaser if I have enough video time of like, did I get the Imonda, which is a different style bike than mine. And I guess you could say like a tier above it price wise, depending on what model you get.
It's weird hearing you talk this in depth about bikes.
But I'm going to post a TikTok and be like, did I end up getting the Imonda as my first bike? And then on Sunday, I'll do like, come and get my Trek with me. And then I could do a display of that. And then the stand for the garage should come in. So I could do a little unboxing and like mounting of that. Then my helmet should get here. And so now I can tell this story and create it to bring people along with it and see where it takes me. Very excited for it though.
You got to race. There's no way I let you not race.
Okay.
I'll give you some time.
All right.
You got to get your bearings here.
Yeah.
But that's too nice of a bike to not race.
I agree.
There's got to just be just cycling races, right?
I think so.
Like where you could just ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nothing, dude.
Yep. So it'll be cool too, because like when you guys go to the track on Saturdays for your long runs, come up, hang with you guys for a little bit, and then I'll shoot off. Get some footage. I'll shoot off, go and ride some, and then catch you guys at the end of it. But it should be good. Chad obviously is doing the half Ironman next year, I believe, the end of next year or something like that. I don't know when
it actually is. Oh, if it's that far, he's good then.
Yeah.
That's deep.
So him and I are going to go on rides. Matt's going to pull his bike out. We're going to go on rides.
Make sure he doesn't fall.
Yeah. Got to tell him to get a helmet. But it's just so funny because I'm thinking of all these different things when it comes to like the cycling community, which before I was like, let's go ride bikes. And it's like, no, it's cycling. It's not bike riding.
I would say let's go ride bikes
too. But what was I going to say?
Go for a bike ride?
Oh yeah. Then I then I had the epiphany, like, I'm going to have to wear a helmet.
Yeah.
And I realized in this space, like the people that make fun of you for wearing helmets, it's just childhood things that we used to do.
I don't think people make fun of you for wearing a helmet anymore.
I don't know. There's still that concept to me that people would.
I didn't want to wear one. It was just the thing. I was like, I'm not wearing a fucking helmet. And everybody's like, you got to wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, no, you have to get a helmet.
Yep. So
I got a fucking helmet.
I will be documenting this journey. I'll be talking about it. And again, hopefully I find that kind of community like you have with the running community that I could do now. And it ties everything together of the different stuff that we're working on, wanting to do and working towards. And just keep expanding and growing.
Like I said, there's got to be cycling groups. She's got to I would actually Google just like Charlotte cycling. She's got to come up.
Yep. I'll start doing that now that I'll pick that up on Sunday.
Probably harder to talk in big groups, but like probably hang out before or after.
Yeah. That first video that I posted, there was 15 minutes of footage of me just like going on. And I got this like thing on a stand and it like automatically follows me and tracks me and stuff. And in one of the clips, I was like, do they use walkie-talkies when they ride bikes? Or do they just scream at each other Does nobody talk while they're cycling? Because I have no idea how.
I've seen 2 people talk, but I feel like you can't talk more than that.
Yeah, no, I feel like that would be really hard.
I'm excited to kind of get on the Colorado thing for you to like talk to Ryan and them too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Ironman coach, because he has a group who they go and ride all the time, and like, they just hit different coffee shops. Like they'll ride to a shop,
That's
sit
cool.
down, like have coffee and like a pastry, and then ride back.
Yeah,
so it's like through the mountain. He's in Boulder, so it's like through the mountains and stuff.
That's dope. Yeah, I like envision right now I'll hop on to the little Sugar Creek that's by us and then just ride that thing all the way to fucking South End and as far as it goes.
How far is that?
I don't know.
I've ran to South Carolina, but I don't know how far it would be from here.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Because there's that spot where like it shows like both states.
Yep.
Like, right over the line. And we've went to there. But then like you're in like a development kind of. So we didn't know where to pick up the trail from, so we just went back and ran the other way.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I got to look into all that. That's the next steps. I also have to look into like apps because they have bike computers. But again, like how invested do I want to get in this in the beginning? I got to make sure I'm sticking with
casually
it.
as a hobby, I don't think it's necessary yet.
Yeah. So the next things are the shoes, helmet, and then maybe like.
I wish you had a helmet already to wear it for this episode.
Oh, I will wear it once I get it. But yeah, chase your dreams, chase your hobbies, man. It's fun and exciting. And again, there's so much to learn. I mean, I've been unemployed this week. And so, I've been just researching a lot. Like I never thought I would sit at a table for a few hours, just like looking into a whole bunch of different stuff around this. But when you get passionate about something, that's what you do. I mean, it's just like creating a business. It's creating anything. You get the initial spark and the drive to be like, no, there's something here, and then go out and chase it and see where it takes you. So, did we talk about my unemployment? I know I didn't talk about. You just
brought it up.
I know I didn't. I know I brought it up on last week's episode.
You've touched on it twice now.
But yeah, currently unemployed by choice.
I was gonna say, by choice.
Yes, by choice. Not gonna say much about it. Just Dylan always keeps you guys in the loop about his life. I want to keep you in the loop about mine. But there comes a point in life where you have to put yourself first. Whether that's for personal goals or personal being, financial being, whatever that looks like. And there also comes a point where like enough is enough.
Yeah. And
so it is very hard in these big areas of life, job, I'm even going to say like marriage, friendships, like it's very hard to make the decision that it's time to move on or it's time to get past and search for something different, get out of a situation. Although there is a lot of respect, there is a lot of thank yous, there is a lot of good that came out of my old employer. There was also a lot of things that I just had to like change for myself. And so without getting into too much detail, it was the best decision for me, for the life that I'm trying to build and for where I'm at relationship-wise, life-wise, financial-wise. It was just time to spread my wings and grow. And so I'm fortunate enough to have a few different opportunities or lanes that I can go down. But we'll see where the road takes us. We'll see what happens. Enjoying this time to kind of just like reflect on a lot of stuff, look into things more in depth, and then continue to work on those things that I'm passionate about and that I want to achieve and accomplish in this life. And so there will be more updates to come, but I just had to fill you in on that because it's a big life-changing decision.
Welcome to unemployment, brother.
I'm enjoying it. I kind of want to keep it.
Probably wouldn't work out long term.
Not yet, no. Definitely wouldn't work out long term, but one day it is, and we're gonna look back like, why did we wait so long to make X, Y, and Z happen? But take the leap, take the path, the road less traveled. Typically a hard decision, like we talk about all the time, the things that make you uncomfortable, the things that challenge you, the things that challenge your well-being and state of life. Sometimes those are the things that you need to not only like get down a little bit, but then to just build up and explode up to that next thing that's waiting for you in life. And without discomfort, without uncomfortability, if that's a word, being uncomfortable, you don't grow, you don't see those things. And so you can't plant yourself and expand your roots more to be able to grow and establish that next tier of life that's calling for you. And so I'm going to use this, again, time to keep reflecting on both personally and professionally where life is and where life is going. But then, again, think of ways how I can expand and grow both of those to just keep elevating and making the most of life while I can.
All you can do, man.
It's all we can do. So the one last thing, I think.
What did you want to touch on Colorado?
Oh, I signed up for the Do Hard Things conference. Told you guys that.
I thought you were already. That's why I saw that. I'm like, let me just double check. Something was like, let me ask him.
No, I'm glad you did, because if I would have missed that, I would have been pissed and had to have called Zach like personally.
Yeah, I think we probably could have made something happen.
Yeah,
but it's still ideal that it's not.
Yeah,
not coming.
I got an email and it was like, "Thanks for coming back to Do Hard Things for this year's."
It's probably because it's linked to me.
That makes sense. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. So I signed up for the conference itself. I had my plane ticket, so I was going regardless. I know we spoke and touched on it, but I am extremely, extremely excited to just be around some of those guys that I know are going and just see how things are structured and the things that we're going to do and talk about. But yeah, once I signed up for it and I let you know, like, we're official, there was just a different sense of excitement around it.
It's coming quick, dude. It's literally a month away from, well, I say tomorrow because that's when I'm going.
Yeah.
But it's like 5 weeks away.
Yeah, that's wild.
Still close as shit.
Very. Yeah, it's going to fly by. Especially with how busy freaking life is.
Yeah.
Good God. Yeah, that slow-mo button, when you want it to hit a few times, it just ramps up.
I would love to hit it right now.
Yeah. That's why you got to take advantage, take control of every single day. Because something that you say you're going to start, every day that you don't, you look back and you're like, holy fuck.
It gets harder and harder to do.
Harder and harder to do. More and more shit gets on your plate. More and more shit happens. But that's why you got to keep pushing at it. Keep pushing. Yeah, no, we don't got to touch on any of these.
All right. We're over a half hour today.
I love that. Hopefully that these short episodes are to the point, direct, impactful. They give you some sort of motivation. And remember, not every episode you're going to resonate with. Not every episode we're going to have the best advice or the best stories or the best things to talk about.
Or the best health.
Or the best health. Dylan's going to rest and recover. He's going to fucking kill his race. Oh, wait, that already happened. Anyways, go and chase your dreams. If you want to pick up on a new hobby, start today. Don't wait. Get involved so that way you're not looking back 1 month, 2 months from now, being like, shit, I should have started, because next thing you know, it's going to be 2025 and you're really going to be kicking yourself in the ass. Shout out to the people that are changing their lives for themselves, for the better, despite if it's a hard decision or not, because that's the only way that you can elevate, the only way you can grow.
I fucked up also. Today's my brother's birthday as this episode's releasing, so happy birthday, Jake.
Happy birthday, boy!
And Andy's is in 2 days, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you for putting up with Dylan.
I had to, we forgot my dad's till the next week, so let's go ahead and hit these out there.
There we go. Well, shout out to y'all. Happy fucking birthday. Hope you guys have the best year of your life, and we'll end it with that. Let them have the shine. Let them have the glory. And that's all. Kiss your mama. Have the desire to inspire. It's on.
Peace.